Previously on Survivor LU, the game progressed into the merge phase. At a dead even split, both alliances fought for the numbers.
These people have not stopped lying since the first day.
If we lose this vote, I don't think any of us five will win the game.
And Tigress attempted to bring Ben into their fold.
Ben is the only person on their tribe that's still in the game that's received votes from them.
He told you that.
Can we take him under your wing?
Yes, and he's very open to working with us.
The Gihon alliance pulled out all the stops to flip someone to their side.
We have a fake idol. An immunity idol.
So what would make sense for you is to make your big move now and vote with us. You can choose who we all vote for, and I'll sweeten the deal.
I'm listening.
Because I have an idol. So you flip with us. The second after tribal, if whoever you vote for goes home, I'll give it to you.
Gihon set their sights on Nate as the outsider of his alliance.
They've also expressed that they don't like Nate. Our goal tonight is to get Nate out of the game.
At tribal, everyone stayed loyal and things were made all square.
Nathan, we have a tie.
Despite arguments back and forth,
You have to start building your resume now. And I'm not trying to mean, but Nicole, Elle, you guys have been the one tribal council.
So wait, so you're saying that we have more threats on our tribe, so we should give up our numbers so you can pick us off?
in the end, the survivors went to rocks, with Ellie being the odd one out. 9 are left, who will be voted out next.
Wow. Tribal council. That's the only word I can use to describe it. It was wow. Shaking.
Bro, we got so lucky. I cannot believe we came through. Went down from 8 to 5 to 5 to 4. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Dude, Barry did it.
Oh, we did it, guys. Oh my gosh.
I'm like shook. I don't
We
know
made-
how to react right now.
We made it.
Okay.
We did it.
Tribal went amazing. Like, I was flabbergasted. I was surprised to see my name. I didn't really think they would go for me, but thank goodness our 5 stayed strong. I was so scared that one of our 5 was gonna go home, but Ellie drew the rock, and she went, and it was perfect.
Last week was really hard. I hated going to rocks, and I hated seeing Ellie go home because I really think we could have worked with her in the future. So that stunk. I think she's one of the last people that should have gone. Her name was never written down, and so for her to go is really hard. But what happened happened, and we can't go back.
Every vote so far, I've had that strong feeling that I'm going to receive votes, and I have. 2 my first tribal and 5 my last tribal. And I almost went home if it weren't for the fact that everyone was willing to go to a tie in order to keep our numbers.
If we're gonna be honest, that kind of, okay, obviously the people that have been going out have been on my side, which has sucked, but the people that have been leaving have been somewhat in my favor. Tonight, I was hoping more MJ than Ellie, just because I was closer with Ellie, but Ellie and MJ were clearly like working together, so that broke that up, which was a little bit nice, not nice enough that I'm now on the minority, but that was kind of nice.
Then all of a sudden I hear Ellie's name, and she was willing to work with me, and like, I was probably closest with her. I don't know. She told me information that she didn't tell other people, and so like, I did not want to see her go home, and like, when I saw that she drew the rock, I was like, shoot, I should have just voted for Nate, because he's a turd and he doesn't deserve to stay in the game, just like Ellie does. And Ellie would have furthered my game more. I was getting a little annoyed at people, aka Luke, Alexa, Nate.
What was said at tribal council. I had just about every single person in the old Tigers say something to me. Ellie told me that no one trusts me, and she told me, why am I still talking? Nicole told me that she was kind of getting a little sassy with me when I when I told her that I disagree with something she said. Dawson told me that my reason for them trying to flip over makes absolutely no sense. And I was surprised because I've never seen him get super serious and into something like that, because he's always, I got a big grin on his face, but he seemed like he was getting into it.
Oh my goodness.
Nate's gotta go.
Gosh, dude, what was going on the whole time, dude? What is wrong with me for trying to plead a case?
I don't know. It's like they don't have anyone to plead. That's what I told him. It was like, at least my tribe's standing up for me. And
Yeah,
your tribe's not doing anything.
Exactly.
And he was like,
dude, Alexa flames him. Alexa flames him. Oh my gosh.
So during tribal, Nate was kind of really snappy towards me, and I snapped back, I will admit. But then afterwards I went up to him and was like, hey, no hard feelings, and he was all like, yeah, no hard feelings. And I was like, buddy, I don't care how much you hate me, and Survivor, you don't admit to hating me, because that just sabotaged any chance of us working together. So good luck with the rest of the game, buddy, because I was your in, possibly.
But anyway, so tribal was good, rocks worked, we went and we voted, one of the old Tigers got voted off, so that's good. I don't really know how it's going to play out because I kind of did throw Luke's name out. I do have to text him, make sure that he knows that that was just a play, even though that's a lie, so we'll see. Kind of burned the bridge with Nate because, you know, I voted for him and I didn't tell him because I found out 20 minutes before and I didn't even think about it until we were sitting in the tribal seats. I was honest with him, so we'll see.
Tribal council was the worst thing ever. I just hated it, and I really, honestly, I either go one or the other. I get really I just think everything's funny under pressure and when I'm nervous, or I just shut down. I was this close, I was that close to voting Nate. I just weighed my options. That just kind of hit me of if I don't vote with Tigress, I don't have Tigress backing me up, and I don't have, and chances of Gihon seeing me in the same way, they already want me out. Why would I pretend I don't know, they won't turn their back on me the second they get the opportunity.
Dawson, we're gonna need that back. Alright, this is what you're playing for again. Individual immunity. And after this past tribal council, I think you just might want this.
Alright, this challenge is called Emoji Memory. This is how it works. Each round I will show you a sequence of different emojis. Your job is to repeat this sequence back to me one emoji at a time. Every few rounds we will increase how many emojis are in each sequence. If you make one mistake, you will be eliminated from this competition. Last person remaining wins immunity and is safe from tribal council. Everyone else vulnerable to be the next person voted out of LSU Survivor Genesis. First up, we have soft smile. Number 2, we have grin. Third, it's not a part of your sequence. It is a clue to the hidden immunity item. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Item number 3. Canoe. Item number 4. Palm tree. Number 5. Open smile. Alright, that is round number 2 done. Alright, on 3. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alright, everyone got it right. Item number 2. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone again got it right. Alright, item number 3 in this sequence. 3, 2, 1, reveal. reveal. Wait, everyone got that one right. Alright. Item number 4. On 3, reveal. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Alright, and the last item. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Sweet. Everyone's moving on. First item. Coconut. Canoe. Coconut. Grin. Soft smile. Palm tree. Alright. On 3, you will reveal the first item. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone got it right. Second item. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone but Luke gets it right. Luke, out of the competition. Third item in this sequence. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone moving on, got it right. Fourth item in this sequence. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Liz, you were out of the competition. Alexa also out of the competition. The fifth item. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone except for Nathan. Nate got it right. Sorry. Alright, there's been a lot of Nathans. Yeah. Said that a lot. Alright, last item in this sequence. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Reveal. Alright, everyone got it right. We're moving on to the next sequence. Number 4, first item. Palm tree. Coconut. Palm tree. Grin. Smile. Palm tree. Alright, pick up the cards. We will reveal the first item in 3, 2, 1. Everyone got it right. Second item coming up in 3, 2, 1. One guy. Everyone but Nicole. Have you gotten it right? Nicole, you're out of the competition. Third item coming up. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Everyone moving on. Fourth item. 3, 2, 1. Pops it. So we got it right. Everyone moving on. The fifth item in this sequence in round number 4. 4 left. Nathan, MJ, Dawson, and Ben. We're going to reveal in 3, 2, 1. Correct. And the last item of this sequence. 3, 2, 1. Everyone moves on to round number 5. Starting off with open smile, grin, soft smile, open smile, closed, open smile. Alright. We're going to reveal. 3, 2, 1. Everyone got it right. Moving on. Nathan wasn't sure, but he pulls it out. Second item. 3, 2, 1. Again, everyone moving on. Nathan's still unsure, but he pulls it out. Nathan's still a little bit taken up by the troublemaker. Alright, third item coming up. 3, 2, 1. Everyone again, still moving on. Everyone dialed in, focused for this competition. A lot at stake. Fourth item. In 3, 2, 1. Nathan, this time cannot pull it through. Ben, Dawson, and MJ moving on. Now for our fifth item in this round. Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Everyone still moving on. And the last item in this fifth round.
Well, obviously this is good.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everyone except for MJ. Dawson making it to the finals of 2 back-to-back challenges against Ben. Alright, coconut. Grin. Palm tree. Canoe. Grin. Palm tree. Grin. Alright. I'm going to reveal that first item in 3, 2, and 1. Those guys did it right. Item number 2. In 3, 2, 1. Those guys get it right again. 3 in 3, 2, 1. Guys, get it right again. Continuing their success in this challenge. Now with item number 4. 3, 2, 1. Ben loses his challenge. Dawson wins the second immunity. Alright, after crazy tribal council, I know there's a crazy one coming ahead. Good luck. Let's get to it. Get working. And we'll see you guys in 1 week.
We just got a clue for the hidden immunity idol, and it's about the tower. Babel is freaking tough.
And when we were walking back to, or just leaving the area, Nate kind of hung back and was like, Genesis 11:4 talks about Tower of Babel, we need to go to the Freedom Tower. And I was like, okay, we need to walk separate directions. I was like, honestly, you can stay right here and I'll walk down.
So why are you going this way?
I don't know, honestly, like, I hate being the last person to leave, like, the conversation. And then if I'm the last person to leave, then I'm just like, oh crap.
I became the vote. I went to my car.
You were the first one to leave?
I'm sorry for not like joining you guys.
Ben was like, had somebody, I'm like, Ben, do you know where the idol is?
Back to my dorm and I have like tunnel vision super hard, so I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if you guys are all
Yeah, I
walking
feel
this
that.
way then.
So
Hey, we just thought we'd come with you guys.
Oh, sick! So awesome!
I don't want to look for it. Fantastic.
Where are we going, guys?
Yeah, where are we going?
I don't know, but I just read.
Do you guys want to like the
I just read this really cool Bible passage. It's called Genesis 11:4.
Stop! I have to do a test! But I have to do this apple.
Oh yeah. Dude, I smell it. I smell it somewhere, bro. I smell it hitting me. This is pathetic. So sorry, Liberty. Alright, don't wear that.
I'm so confused right now. Can you tell me what's going on?
This is for a club. I'm on a scavenger hunt, and this is a clue.
Okay.
Guys.
Hold on 1 second. Can you tell me again?
Genesis 11:4.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Do I have to read it for you? Or can you read it?
Genesis, yeah.
First time I've looked here for a hidden immunity idol. Probably won't be my last.
I think I'll go home next week if I don't find this idol. So I kind of need this to stay in the game. I knew I was gonna get votes tonight. I knew it. Even though I talked to people who said they wouldn't vote for me, they said that they changed it last second so they couldn't do anything to protect me, which I don't believe that.
I could have done that day. I didn't have tests tomorrow morning.
They do this to me. I have homework. Go around this way. Looking around for like 30 minutes. Everyone's looking. Everyone's running around. Not a sign of anything. And then Liz texts me and is like, "Yo, do you have the fake idol? Act like you found it and we can get them to all leave. We can look for it out ourselves." And I'm like, well, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Hey, where's the idol? Where's the idol?
You got it?
No, where is it? You got it? Alright, sick.
Oh, that's such a fake caller.
Okay, come to the tower.
Who is it? Who are you talking to?
Okay, I'm coming.
Come hurry.
What's up, Dawson? Congrats on me, man. Thanks.
Alexa had it. I texted Alexa. She came running over, gave me the idol. I'm acting like I found the idol, basically. I'm like starting hooting and hollering. Woohoo! Immunity!
Let's go.
What's up, y'all?
Found it?
Yeah.
Bro. Oh my god.
Let's see what it says. You have found an immunity out of this idol. Can keep you safe from being voted out of tribal council. Word.
Where did everyone go?
Thank you, Alexa.
Has everyone else stopped?
Yeah, I think everyone else has like had it. Luke claimed to have found it, and that seemed to like. I think honestly, I don't believe that for a second. Honestly, because he said it was like literally right by the stair, and I'm like,
The stair. Oh.
I don't know about that.
I was searching for a while, and then all of a sudden I hear Nate go, Nicole! And so I turn over, and he's like, Luke found the idol. And I was like, are you kidding me? You think so?
Yeah, I saw it. I literally saw it in his hands. It happened. It was like here on that side, over there.
Let's go over there.
So
Or
Luke has it.
is it possible it was the fake one that he was sending pictures?
I was just looking there, so that feels great.
I was looking there. Where?
I don't know where he got it, but it was over
Around
there.
the side.
I don't know why he made it known to everyone that we had it.
Do you think it's so weird?
Do we trust that though?
But it had the clue.
We saw it.
And
It had the paper.
It had the paper. Hey guys. I found it.
Yeah?
Oh, I thought you were.
I wasn't. Can you
I
show me?
told her.
Oh, you told her?
Yeah.
It's like falling out of the bag or whatever, but listen, guys, I just want to let you know, like, I want to like talk to all you guys this week. So
Yeah.
just let me know if you guys want to meet up sometime to talk, and we'll talk shit.
Okay.
There's people on Gihon that need to know, so
Yeah.
I'm just letting them know. So
Alright. Yeah. Welcome. Just let you guys know. Good night.
And then I was like, how do we even know that this is the idol? Like, did you see him grab it? And I forget what he said, but so we go in front of the Freedom Tower. And Luke goes, yeah, guys, I have it. And he pulls it out in the bag. He pulls out the bag and says, yeah, see, this is what it is. Pulls it out, is showing us. And I'm like, what kind of like, but it doesn't make sense because if you found the idol, there's no way that you would show it to people.
Does anyone want to claim this apple?
I will claim this apple.
Please do. Honestly.
I will gladly eat this apple.
It's not mine, it may not be safe, but
Oh, well, yeah, it's a little like bruised on this
that
side,
is
but like
not-
this side looks good, I would say. But
Nice.
Ew!
Ben, why'd you eat that, dude? But yes, have a good night, everybody.
Peace
All right,
out,
peace
everyone.
out, guys. See you later.
good night. We're walking towards the parking garage and we turn and Luke is still kind of lingering around. And we're like, or maybe he started walking towards the science building, which why? And so Nate and I are like, screw it. We know it's not real. So halfway through the field, we just turn back around, start going towards the building. We're like, we're not gonna waste time. We know he's lying. We're not gonna put on a front and walk towards my car. So we just start looking again.
I walk a little bit farther back to Commons, and I look back, and Nicole and Nate are still looking for the idol. They didn't buy it.
I said it's hidden.
Oh, it was a fake. Did you know that already?
I thought that's what it was.
So, but they're still looking for it, so I guess it didn't work very well. Yeah, and so I walk back over and I start looking again. I was like, okay, if they see me looking, it's whatever. They didn't buy it, obviously.
What's up, Nate? Hey. Bro, you guys kept looking, so I'm thinking, hey, if there's a second idol, I'm gonna keep looking.
Why are you still here?
Because I think there's a second idol.
They wouldn't hide it in the same place.
Dude, I don't know. Did you read verse 5?
It was only 11:04. You know I was still looking, right? Oh, I know. Someone on your side told us that you made a fake idol.
What?
So that's why we didn't believe you.
You think this is a fake idol?
Absolutely.
Dude, I took the freaking advantage. Nate.
Yeah,
I took the advantage, dude.
But why are you still looking?
This isn't obviously the idol that was found here. I was trying to convince as many people to go away so I could look for the idol.
Okay.
Using the idol that I had before.
But you already played the idol.
I have another one. I have more than one idol.
No, you don't.
I took there was a clue under the challenge for the food thing.
I heard that, but I heard that was a lie too.
Then how did I get the idol? You saying I took the advantage off the bat and it was an idol?
I don't know. I've just heard things.
Okay, this.
Wait, come here, man. Okay, we're having a sit down and we're talking.
We're talking. Let's have a little therapy, a couple therapy sessions. Oh, what's up? Come sit down. It fell out.
He's claiming that this is the one that he found from the food competition.
This is not the idol from here. This is the one I got from the food competition. The one that I played was the one I took the advantage.
But from the food competition, there were 2 idols played, and there would have only been 2 idols in the game.
No. There's 2 clues underneath the table.
Why did you just lie to us, though?
Why did I lie to you guys?
Yeah.
Because I wanted you guys to go away so I could look for the idol myself.
Okay, well, don't say you want to work with us then if you're gonna do that.
I thought you guys would fall for it.
Okay.
I still want to work with you guys.
So you think we're stupid and you don't want to work with us?
I didn't see you guys were stupid.
He doesn't think we're stupid. He just thought we would fall for it. I mean, MJ did.
I thought you guys would fall.
MJ felt, yes. Did.
They felt. My teammates fell for it.
Like if that thing is real that he had, that's the only identity idol I've seen. I haven't seen any.
Well, what did it look like? Did it look like an idol?
Kind of, but it was all white beads.
Well, the one that I played was all white beads. Okay. It was all white beads, and it had like a medallion on the middle.
Wait, when did you play it?
I played it 2 weeks ago.
I'm not thinking that.
After the food challenge. No, that was after the food challenge.
Luke and Nathan are full of crap. I literally, we just had a conversation, but at the end I tried to ask where their idols were, or where they found them. I was like, yeah, like I understand if you don't want to say, but like, are they in trees? Are they under rocks? Like, where can I look for them? And Luke kind of explains where he found his. He's like, oh, it didn't even make sense. I got the knowledge power, and then I went to the library where I got the advantage, and then I went here and found the idol, and then I was like, and like Nathan's not really saying anything. I was like, oh, okay, like Nathan, where'd you find yours? And then he turns to Luke and it's like, yeah, you found both of them there. And then Luke goes, no, I was just explaining that, you know, I went here and found this and that, and then the conversation just ended. I'm like, I literally just asked you where you found the idol, and your story didn't line up, because apparently your story was that I don't know what the story they were trying to make was. Like, were they trying to say Luke found both of them, or it literally just made no sense? It was like, wow, you don't even have your story in line.
And yeah, basically that whole situation kind of didn't really work out too well for me, but I tried really hard to convince them that, you know, it was a real idol, because that also makes me look like a stronger player if I have another idol, which hopefully they can be scared in the future to vote me off if they think they have an idol. That was kind of like what I was thinking too. So, but yeah, they were really upset with me, and I can understand that. I get it, and I would have preferred to have not lied in that situation, but it kind of needed to be done because I had already tried to get them to leave with the idol situation, and you know, it's whatever. That's behind us now.
That kid, and like, if he wasn't so sneaky, lying, and all of those things, I would want to work with him, because like, I'm not afraid to be aligned with like the power players, and like, I do like to stay in the majority. So I would love to just sneak in with them and like work with Nathan and Luke, but they're liars. Like, they were lying about where they found the idol. They're just lying away.
Thanks, guys. Also, I would hope I saw thumbs up because I survived, but because Rock's talk about day late, $1 short when it comes to the idol. But hey, it's great, and I'm upside down and I'm still in the game. So let's see how things go.
I feel like we need to stay 5 strong original Gihon because that's been our strongest alliance ever since.
I think we have to stay 5 strong and pick off everybody else. I think that's our only option.
Yeah,
like,
it's
the
fine.
best
I agree,
option
because
for all of us.
I really feel like if any of the like former Tigress like make it to the end, they get like their 4 votes,
Well,
like
'cause
whoever is like left.
It just doesn't make sense because
maybe, but
if any of the original Gihon go home and then the jury is stacked with Tigress, and if they still have a Tigress member in the final 3, then like that Tigress member is gonna win.
It like puts like the odds like against us and like ruins like all our chances of like possibly winning.
And I'd rather get to final 5 and have it be like a hard game after that than like one of us not win.
And as much as I hate to keep tribal lines going that long, I think it makes the most sense because if we stack the jury with Tigress and then we let a Tigress member get all the way to the end, Tigress is probably going to vote for Tigress. So it makes most sense to knock out all the Tigress, leave it 5 original Gihon, and let it be a bloodbath from there.
This week, I'm assuming that you're going to want to vote out an original Tigress just because we're still unsure if like it's going to be like the original tribal lines.
Yeah, and so, if it is and we don't vote out a Tigress, then we're back to 4 and
Rocks,
4, and we don't want to go to Rocks again.
I saw that, and I was like, I honestly think you're sticking 5 strong, and so what's the point in me trying to stay Tigress strong when we have 4 and you have 5, and you guys are obviously just going to vote out one of ours? And so it makes sense for me to just say, hey, as an act of like me trying to establish trust with you, you tell me who to vote this week and I'm down, and then like that shows me that I'm willing to work with you.
So I'm for sure down for letting you know. I think at this point, I just need to talk to the rest of Gihon. Like, I have not been impressed with Nate. I think that he hates my guts. And like he basically told me that, which wasn't a very smart part on his
At
part.
tribal even.
So that would be where I am at in terms of getting Nate out. I also think that he's a threat because he has played the strategy and he's told lies and he's done a lot of different things to try to like play the game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have seen through that. From what I gathered last week, a lot of Tigers aren't a huge fan of his either.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know if you'd be willing to go that route. That's the route that I've heard thrown out, and that's probably what I would be most comfortable with. Yeah.
Sweet. Gihon is sticking 5 strong this week. And basically I just said to test my loyalty to you guys, like I'm willing to vote with you guys. The plan for this week is for me to vote Nate. It makes no sense if I know that the Gihon 5 are sticking 5 strong and voting one of us. It makes no sense for me to pin a target on one of their backs by voting them. So I'm gonna vote with who they're voting for, Nate, and hopefully he goes home. I think that if I would have lost immunity this week, it would have been me. I showed that I'm a big threat. I won the first challenge, and I'm very friendly, and so I think they would have said it makes more sense. Even though we don't like Nate, it makes more sense to vote out Dawson right now.
I'm honestly, like, I was hoping that we'd be able to vote out Dawson this week, because, like, he's getting Ellie's vote if he makes final 3. Like,
he wins the game.
Yeah, he wins.
I think he'd win. He's already got the, like, the rest of Tigers have their resumes like here. Yeah. His is already at like right.
Exactly.
So he's got it.
Everyone likes him so much, so then it's like, all the former Tigers members like vote for him.
Yeah, totally. It's a really good game strategy too, because he's not really offending anyone, not making anyone upset, and he's a challenge beats out.
They do not want to go to the end with Dawson, like, at all. And I kind of don't want to either. So if they take a shot at him and I don't have any control over whether he goes or stays, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to be the one to be, to go against him. It just really sucks to be playing from the bottom because our tribe was like built so strong from the beginning and we were powerhouses in the challenges. Now here we are sacrificing someone in order to just survive in this game.
So I have to have some conversations today with the people I haven't talked to. So definitely Alexa, hopefully Liz, talking with Ben again. Basically everyone on the old Gihon tribe that I didn't really talk strategy with before. And my main goal for these conversations is just to show them that they can use me and that I am willing to work with them, but not in like a fake way, like, I don't know, that seems like I'm sucking up to them. I'm just gonna be honest, or make it seem like I'm being honest, and just say, I just need to convince them why they need to keep me.
Well, hello again, Survivor LU. And so I told Liz today that yes, I want to go with her and Nathan to the final 3, which isn't entirely true, if I'm being honest. My ideal final 3 would be me, Nicole, and Nate, just because I think that it would look a lot like Nicole and Nate were just kind of like, oh, they're along for the ride type of deal, and that's, I believe that if it is a final 3 of me, Liz, and Nathan, that what will happen is it could go either way, and I think that Nathan and Liz might have the slight edge over me overall in terms of overall gameplay. And plus, being able to eventually blindside them would be also big moves that I could be putting on my resume. I think that everyone else is either gonna, like, targets Nate or MJ, like, because I don't want them to like target you, and like if like your name does like come up, I'll try to like steer it, like get away from that if I can, just because like I would rather or much rather like you stay in, because like I trust you more than I do trust like Nate, and I don't have like any like information on like MJ.
I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, because like I really do want to like be able to like work with you in the future and whatnot, because like it's like, you know, like the 5 like former Gihon people, that's not going to like last forever essentially.
And like, I would honestly rather work closer with you than Nate moving on, because I feel like Nate, like, while I do trust him, I feel like he's just like using me. I just feel like he doesn't actually want to work with me that much. But basically I'm just saying, like, even if people do decide Nate, like, I'm down. Like, I really, I don't care.
I just wanted to like let you know that, because like I trust you, and like I honestly could see like me or Liz like it going like anyway really. I just really feel like that Nathan, like especially with how smart the game he's played, he could definitely like make a very convincing like case for it, as like I believe that he is like, I would say we both played like decently good strategy games, but like he's played a bit better, and like I guess has a bit more of a resume in my opinion. I'm so happy we're on the same page. Yay! But yes, of course like, there's a lot of like crazy stuff that can happen over like the next like couple weeks and whatnot, but I'm really happy that like we can like start like making these plans now and like build these connections and whatnot. Yes, I'm so happy. But yes, let's hopefully make it happen, good Lord willing. This is like ideal world what happens. So MJ, Dawson, Luke, Alexa, Nathan, Liz, then final 3 with Nicole, Nate, and me.
Just last night, me, Luke, MJ, and Dawson met, and it was just a fun time. Like, I literally just had a fun time talking strategy with them. So confused right now.
You thought
either Nate's not wrong. I'm confused on Nicole's
Liz just texted me saying my name is currently on the chopping block. It's been fun, y'all.
Yeah, and I was like,
he wants me to feel like all comforted, because I know it's him or me this week. It's not that hard.
He's going hardcore for you.
And then he goes, and Nicole goes, sorry I didn't see this name. No, we need an idol. And I said, okay, but she could just be saying that. Don't go there yet. And then you know, I actually agree with MJ here. They could just be throwing out a fake name.
I don't know what Liz and Alexa did at this point anymore. They've been suspicious for like
okay, that scares me.
She said rip one of our game.
I have to watch this. Would they combine with Nate and Nicole?
Okay, well I think if they start realizing that we're us four meeting up, then I think
that's the Ben,
Liz, and Alexa would automatically flip over that side.
But
which is
they know?
they have no
idea.
Good. No,
unless they walk in right now.
I would never.
Moving forward, after this vote, me, MJ, Luke, and Nathan are kind of gonna take control of the game a little bit. I think they recognize those two, Gihon, not MJ, Nathan and Luke realize that they are not a part of the Gihon 5. Nathan saw Ben, Liz, and Alexa meeting up at the Rot without him and Luke, and so they realized that if they just stick Gihon 5 straight to the end, like their games are terminated because they're obviously not included in the 3. I was just thinking like if I want to survive, I just have to win the challenges. Like, I was like, there's no other way anyone's gonna vote with me.
Yeah.
But like, this is actually.
It's like looking like we might be moving from the bottom this week to the top. Might.
Maybe.
Like, this is with a lot of prayer.
I really think that, like, because you can trust Nathan, I think I trust Nathan because, like, it seems like he's being genuine. And I would trust Nathan over Luke.
I would totally. Sure. And what's weird is that the only reason it blows my mind that, like, this game is going to be crazy good because, like, the fact that we split from 3 tribes for 1 week, Nathan and I talked, but it changed the trajectory. Like, we changed the whole, like,
yeah,
because he, like, spoke up for me, saved me technically, and, like, weird.
Right now, the plan is vote Nate this week. Hopefully it should be a unanimous vote. Next week, it's 8 people left. We have 4. They have 3. Then Nicole's kind of the swing vote, and hopefully she comes running back to me and MJ.
The best bet is to try and make Nathan and Luke put their words in action and make some big moves and say that, like, they say they're not going to pick us up one by one, but you pick us, you take one of us out and you're picking us up off one by one. So yeah, I don't know how they're gonna defend that if they vote one of us off, but I guess we'll just have to see.
MJ and Dawson initiated the idea of voting out Nate, which scares me a little bit. But when they were talking, they seemed so genuine and so sincere about wanting to get Nate out of the game and wanting to work with us as an alliance, a little freshman alliance going on. And that started to get me thinking about what if we actually do end up doing this freshman alliance, and what if this actually becomes a real thing. We could actually go through with their plan to vote on Nate. We could get Liz, Ben, and Alexa to actually vote on Nate, convince them that Nate's the bigger target. And then we have Dawson and MJ, who would in turn help us in the future vote out some people in Gihon that eventually are going to need to go.
Basically, we just need to choose who we're voting for, which will be...
Should we let them decide? Or should we say like Nate?
It'd be stupid if we said, let's vote over Gihon, because then they could switch, so we need to make it a Tigris. So
let's say Nate. Let's be like, listen, like, we're in the alliance, us 4, but I think we should really get on Nate because he's serious. Like, I was so we should say Nate.
Okay. Or Nicole. Because once again, if we're like, well, we're willing to vote on Liz or Alexa or Ben, or just look stupid. Because then we go to 4-4 and they could take control back. So
they would know that we
know that, like, something is suspicious.
And then going into next week, me and Nathan, Dawson, MJ could quote unquote be working together, while also me and Nathan are working with our 5. So you're kind of playing both sides. I know that's extremely scary and extremely, red flaggish, but that could be an interesting possibility of something going on next week. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going to vote tomorrow. I don't know what the plan is. There's going to be a lot of talk tomorrow, a lot of discussion about what needs to go down and what needs to happen. I want to work with MJ and Dawson.
So I just had a really good conversation with Ben. We discussed the last vote and how I ended up being the one that they targeted. It seems that him and Liz, who both want to work with me, didn't have much control over the situation. So I still trust them, even though they did vote for me. I presented him with the idea of a 5-person alliance, including me, Nicole, Liz, him, and either Nathan or Alexa, that he seemed really open to, and I think Liz would be very open to as well.
Have you called us here today?
I called you guys here.
Avengers Assemble.
We're missing Liz, but
Liz is right here in spirit.
Yeah. So I've just been talking to people individually, and like obviously the whole tribe mentality is still like existing in a sense, even though it's like everyone kind of wants to move past it, no one's doing anything to make that happen.
That's true.
And I just feel like the best way to make that happen is to form a new alliance with like people from both sides to eliminate some of the people that both sides agree that we want to get rid of. Like, I know people don't want to go to the end with Dawson because he's winning and he's a friendly guy. Luke's done a lot to like really earn him a win at this point. Alexa's just really smart, and I feel like she could debate anyone when it comes to the final. And MJ, like, she hasn't won anything yet, but she's been pretty close a few times. Okay. And she's just a really likable person too.
Yeah, she also seems really smart. I don't know a ton about her.
The thing is, her closest ally was Ellie, and Ellie's on the jury now. But I feel like if we're smart about it, we can get rid of all 4 of those people and keep the 5 of us safe.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like that would be a big move on all of our part if we work with people who everyone else wouldn't expect, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And also just being able to take out probably the biggest contenders that would most likely win the game if, like, they made Final 3, which, like, yeah, all those people definitely, like, scare me to some degree.
Right.
So, yeah, like, I really do want to, like, I'm really happy that we can, like, establish, like, this relationship and, like, meet, like, as a group and whatnot, because, like, you have those individual conversations.
And it's really hard
like,
to make something happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, once you, like, meet as a group, it kind of, like, solidifies it.
Right.
Yeah. No.
But we're thinking you guys obviously are at the point where your whole group can get rid of whoever you want.
Yeah.
But to show that we want to work with you guys, we're willing to vote for MJ tonight, just to show you guys. It's time to start cutting people loose. Sacrifice MJ and Dawson to the Gihon River. And then hopefully they will repay us by getting rid of Luke and Alexa. And then Nicole and I will just have to go all out till the end of the game if we want to make it.
Luke, Alexa, Liz, like, they said that, like, they want to try to get us to vote out Nate, which, like, we obviously, like, or I know I personally really don't want to do. Yeah, and
Are you
like
saying like this week, like tonight?
Yeah, like this week. But like I obviously really don't want to do that because I really want to be able to like work with you, Nate, because like again, like I feel like we like need each other to like take out like the other like major threats. I would say in this game.
I totally agree.
And that's why like I feel like if we put. So even if like I could try to maybe convince like Liz, but I don't really see Luke or Alexa changing their minds. Like
I guess I'd go with my gut and say they're going to go with Nate just because of last week. But like but for all we know, they're going for MJ. I don't know.
I just don't want you guys to think that like Nate's my ride or die. And I know he was saying a lot of like we statements, which I was confused by because I was like, who are you grouping into this? Like we've had conversations, but I'm not more loyal to Nate than I am you guys. And like if you did decide to vote him out, I wouldn't expect to be included on the vote just because like I know idols, like you want to keep the numbers. But just know that I'm not like protecting Nate, and like if we're all in alliance, cool. I like him, I do trust him, but I'm not like I won't be I won't be like well no matter what, like even if you guys did tell me that you wanted Nate, I wouldn't say anything, and I would just I don't know. Basically I was just confused when he was like making these statements like, well, we had talked about this and I'm like, okay, why are you making it seem like we're like a power duo? Like, it's not like that. So if Nate's name's on the line, I can't go to bat for him. I tried to last time, but I can't convince everyone to not vote Nate. I could try MJ, but Nate's a clear threat, and this might be the week that I have to officially let him go.
I'd say tribal lines are dead officially this week. This game is really tough, like just straight up. It's a hard game because I really want to stay friends, like, and I want to bring my friends with me to the end. But I know that if I do that, I will lose. Tonight is going to be a very interesting vote. I have a lot of options this week. Luke thinks I'm totally with him. Ben thinks I'm totally with him. 100% on both. I thoroughly believe that. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm being played, but I think Luke and Ben both really think I'm with them to the end. I'm definitely more leaning on Ben because he is not as strategizing as Luke. He's not as big of a threat as Luke. Luke has played so hard. He's played very well. So Tonight, it sounds like it will be Nate or MJ going home. I would be pretty shocked if it was anyone else unless an idol was playing. Honestly, I truly feel like, not to be cocky, but I do kind of think I can control who goes home tonight. If I pitch super hard to Luke that Nate needs to go, I think Nate, he totally did that. If I pitch super hard to Luke that MJ needs to go, I think he would agree with me there.
Now our jury, Ellie voted out at the last tribal council. Alright guys, so last tribal council was crazy to say the least. Ben, walk me through kind of what you were thinking while you were sitting there and people were beginning to talk back and forth and just kind of that whole experience.
Well, yeah, because like, I mean, rocks is always like a really like scary experience because it's like, you know, it could be you essentially, because like everyone thinks it's like, oh, it's a 1 out of 7, it most likely won't be me, but then it's also like that gnawing feeling in the back of your mind that like it will be you. And like just I always like get scared of like randomness because like even times when like I'll play like poker with my cousins and whatnot, like it always seems to be like the odds don't go in my favor. I'm just really grateful that they that I wasn't the one who pulled it last tribal.
So MJ, you were one of the ones, you were lucky enough to pull that black rock. What were you feeling when you saw that rock was black?
I felt relief. I was more waiting for the reaction of other people because I was too nervous to actually like look at mine. And so I kind of like waited a second and then like it dawned on me, but pure relief.
Now Nicole, you guys kept preaching that you're the merge and no longer doing tribal lines, but last week proved that that was a lie. Do you think things are going to switch up, or are you scared as a Tigers member that you just might get picked off because you guys don't have the numbers anymore?
I think it's definitely a concern in one element, but I think a lot of us it wasn't necessarily that the people on our original tribe wanted to go Final 5 with them, but more just the possibility of being on the outs the next week. And so I think that's what kept a lot of us voting with our tribe. But it's definitely a thought now that original Gihon has more numbers that we could just be picked up one by one. So I think we just kind of have to wait and see what happens tonight.
And Luke, as a Gihon member, did you have a bunch of Tigers reaching out to you to try and save their butts this week?
I don't know if they were trying to save their butts, but there's definitely some communication from me to a lot of people and vice versa. I think it's good for, not just, for me to reach out, but I think it's good for everyone just to talk to each other so we can see what's the best option for, your own individual game. That applies to everyone.
So Nate, with this new landscape page in this game after last week's crazy tribal council, how do you take a step forward into furthering your game rather than getting it in short?
Well, I obviously was a target last tribal. Actually, I've only been at 2 and I've been targeted both times, which is not a great feeling for me. But I think moving forward, everyone knows that you can't go to the end with like the same 5 you started with because that's just lame gameplay. And I think that people are starting to talk now, and it's hard to know when something is going to happen, but something will eventually happen, so you just have to get ahead of that.
Liz, you reacted to what Nate said. What was kind of going through your mind when he said that?
I just think lame's a funny word. Honestly, that's about as deep as I go.
Alright, Nathan, resume was an idea that kept getting brought up last week as in kind of an argument for people to switch and play. What are you doing now to make sure that you do have a resume so if we make it to a final that people will actually give you a vote?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I think that's something that you have to think about literally the first day of the game. I mean, if you don't make any moves and you coattail, I mean, you see it in real soccer all the time. They just take someone that doesn't do anything and they don't get one vote at the end. Do they make the end? Yeah, I mean, that's an accomplishment, but why make the end if you can't win? So you have to be thinking about resume building the entirety of the game. So I think everyone here is doing that because we all know that you have to make moves. You can't go to the end and not do anything and not win. So, not win. So I think it comes down to you just gotta think about it, and I think all of us have been about moves that you can potentially make that might help you, might not. Get you voted out. Who knows? So you gotta think about it.
So like I said, there's all this talk about resume building, threat level and stuff, what is it for you that you gauge someone's threat level on?
I think there are a lot of different things. Everyone can be a threat for a different reason. Someone might have made those really big moves. Other people might just be really likable, and so they've been able to kind of float by not as strategic, but because they've made those alliances and those friends. And so I think you have to take all of those things into consideration when you're gauging someone's threat level. And sometimes it's the most unlikely person. Sometimes it's just the people that you feel like are on the outs that week or might be like the strongest player that week. And so it's kind of a week-to-week basis because we know this game can flip overnight. And so you can't just hold, like, just because someone was a threat week 3 doesn't mean they're still a threat now. And so I think that's something that you just have to keep in mind as you play the game and as you decide who to vote for.
So Dawson, at the end of last week after the challenge, there was kind of a scurry. Could you explain from your perspective what happened?
Okay, so we are given a clue in the challenge that's like 11-4, 11 with a colon and then 4. And I'm trying to remember these emojis, like, stop distracting me, but in the back of my mind, I keep mental note. And everyone's complaining the entire night, it's getting so late, I have homework to do. And so I was like, I guess like any searching for like an idol is gonna hold off till tomorrow. Like I didn't expect people to like blatantly like run in front of everybody. So everybody stampeded the tower. I don't know if anybody found something. I stuck around as late as I could, and then I was like, yo, I got things to do, but excuse me. Definitely an exciting time. I personally don't have the idol, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone has it here and will play tonight or in the coming weeks. So yeah, there's my story. Thank you for listening.
All right, with all that being said, let's get to these votes.
I guess it's time, Nate.
You're a really good player, you're really smart, but you gotta go.
God bless. Alrighty.
I'm hoping that sacrificing you tonight will save my game, and if it's not you, it might be me, so I'm gonna head out.
I hope that this doesn't totally ruin my game.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, MJ. MJ. Third vote, Nate. Nate. 2 votes MJ, 2 votes Nate. MJ. MJ. That is enough. Congratulations.
MJ, you tried to spoke it.
I did have a gut feeling I was probably getting voted off this week just because my name was thrown out, and I know Nate met up with like half of the people on the tribe right now. So be a little less social because I think that's what hurt me the most, just like socializing and like being friends with people. I feel like Dawson has a really good chance of winning right now with how well he's been doing, so rooting for you, Dawson. It was a great experience, kind of stressful, but it was really fun. A lot more fun than I originally expected. And so yeah, I was happy to be able to be a part of this while I could.
Next time on Survivor LU, Dawson feels the pressure of being on the outs.
Oh my gosh. I'm a wreck.
After leading Dawson and MJ on, Luke is in hot water.
I'm really sorry about the last vote.
The Gihon alliance continues to solidify.
This week should be a very easy vote. I mean, I can't imagine a ton going wrong.
And the paranoia of an idol rises.